Hello boys and girls, welcome to another session of Explain. I will continue my yesterday's work on the simplified checklist. I will now try to do exactly what I did yesterday. So first we realize we cannot press the buttons, so we must reload the plane. Now we can press them. So we set the amount of fuel and payload. Actually we could shift 9, shift 1. That's a nice view. Shift 2. This is the view from the runway. Haha. I don't have my normal profile, do I? Because this is not the profile, like Trek IR profile I selected. Yes, of course it is not. Titles. It chose the default profile for me. I updated my Trek IR software. And of course it no longer works. The Trek IR software has overwritten my game settings there. So I have to start it. That's better. And I hope, yes, it remembered the shortcuts I defined. Well, okay, then restart Explain. So pre-flight checks. First we set the amount of fuel and payload. Actually we'll probably have to reload the plane again. I don't know why it does that. Depends on whether we'll be able to press these buttons here or not. No, we can't. So plugins, data ref, reload aircraft. Now we can press them, right? Okay. So set the fuel and payload. Weight and fuel. Yeah, let's have fuel for 3 hours and weight. Payload. All right, so set the fuel and payload. Doors should be open. So if I open these doors, okay, they are open. Then we check whether we have enough battery power. Minimum is 23 volts. We have master panel light as required. Okay, I don't think I need to do that. Master panel lights, okay. Yeah, okay, let's have them. Parking brake must be set, they say. The thermometer should show degrees Celsius. Elevator trim should be 1.5. Okay. Fuel quantity. This is our auxiliary tank. This is our main tank. Seems to be fine. Standby fuel pump on, and then this one should disappear. Good. Slaved compass check. Okay, we are looking at 160-68. Yeah, it's about where we are looking here. Actually, well, yes, sort of could be right. In fact, I should check it in the electronic flight assistance software. And that's correct. We have that. Engine anti-ice should be on during ground operations. I don't need this, come on. Nor do I need this thing. Engine anti-ice on. And pilot air defrost as required. So I don't know what it means. I think it enables the blowers here. The air blowers. Annunciator test. Okay, let's see. Do we see everything? Yes, we see everything. Do we see everything here? No, we don't, because this thing is here. So now we probably do. Good. Avionics
500
should be set as required, which means for us to load the flight plan. Let's assume this flight plan is loaded here. Okay. Load the flight plan. Listen to 80s. Well, 80s will be then done over the IVO network. Modify plan departure according to 80s. Avionics will be off because they eat up a lot of power. And then if is power, check that they are off. Excuse me. So here if his power is off, rudder boost is off, as it should be, as it should not be. It should be on. Rudder boost on. Elevator trim is on, as we have seen. This is my elevator trim. This elev. And bleed air valves are closed. And blowers should be on auto, and environmental mode off. Overspeed stall warning. Oh, that's the loud thing. I will decrease the volume before I do it. Good. Fire extinguisher and detect test. So okay, we see fire detect or extinguisher test, and backup okay, and fire annunciator and backup fire annunciator or detector okay, and here and here backup. Good. Next we have the engine start. So before start we turn on fasten seat belts, cabin reading lights if they want, and that's about it. We will set pressurization to, let's assume we will fly at 24, so it should be set above, like 1000 feet above your target cruise altitude. Okay, so altimeters set and cross check. Okay, that's I'm not sure what will happen if I If I then turn on avionics, actually. Takeoff data, speed bugs. Okay, that's something. Let's assume we have these. Takeoff speeds. I would look it up in the tables. Won't do it now because I will not fly. Departure briefing. So here I would repeat what runway we will depart on, what standard instrument departure we will take, and how we have to climb and when. Initial course. Cargo and passengers doors should be closed now because we're going to start the plane. Cabin door and cargo door should extinguish. Cargo door did not extinguish. What's wrong with the cargo door? Baggage door is still opened. Okay. Now it's closed. Cockpit door is closed. I want it open. Good. Cargo annunciator off. Okay. Obtain startup clearance. For that we will have to set avionics, and here I want to see if the altitude set was like okay, this is where I could initially, but that's okay. So let's say we got the startup clearance. Now we turn on nav lights. Which I must do on my panel. And beacon lights. Actually, beacon lights are on, but they are for ground. And tail floodlights, okay, they are not simulated, but we can play with it anyway. Check that power levers are in idle position, which they are not idle. Condition levers are in the fuel cutoff position, and those levers are in taxi. We turn on avionics, turn off avionics. Well, maybe turn off avionics. Fuel pump should be off, and it is off. So left starter, and we will raise to idle. So we'll monitor. That's wrong engine. This engine should be started. Once we are through 12%. So it's high idle. Ignition and engine starter off. Starter is off. Turn on right generator. And prop condition should go to taxi until green. Good. So right generator. Then we should check left and right AC bus, and we should see right bus having something. And left no auxiliary transfer. Okay, left ignition, starter switch on, so that is this one. Left ignition, interstage turbine temperature, okay. Now low idle, oil pressure checked, ignition and starter switch off. Then right condition on low idle. Good. Right condition low idle. And left generator on. Okay. And a taxi. We want here we too want well, good. So generator on. We have, then we check voltages. We should have around, why is center bus not having anything? Oh, because center bus is not turned on yet, is it? Well, why is the center bus not given any power? Weird. I think yesterday we had this. My battery is charging. Okay, now we can. Really strange. Oh, Panlord says, just found out about Gladeheim's. Oh, yeah. Well, it was an accident. DC load meters should be paralleled with within 10%, which they are not. Which they are not. What's happening there? I sense a horrible mistake coming. Sounded like one of my USB controls getting off. Well, yes. So panel lights, environmental, air blow. Check the cabin temperature. Should be slowly rising. So it's about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. We want it somewhere around 75.